turned off the simplified controls preset. You know, the ping, all these things are shut off. I turned off the vibration. Okay, these settings here, this is what I have found that works for me in the new setup. I don't remember, my old sensitivity was somewhere like 6 point something or whatever. Now it only goes to 4, so I find myself a little over half for, you know, for the horizontal and about half for the vertical. If you're younger than me and your reaction time is better and your reflexes are a little faster, you might be able to go higher. Personal preference, which you get used to. Of course, I turn off vibration, so I have no excess feeling. You know, I have enough trouble with my Apple Watch going off and me thinking I'm getting shot. And so I turned off the controller vibration. I don't need to know I'm getting shot. I run recon, so if people are aiming at me, it shows me that someone's aiming at me, so it's pretty obvious that there's someone there. Trigger off, and then I did the dead zone. If you have a newer controller, your dead zones, I'll turn this on so you can see. This isn't supposed to be here. This is supposed to be... You can see how the new controller just pops. Actually, I gotta go fix my controls. Some of these have reset. Okay, so let me turn this off. I want this around 85 so that I don't have to push select reset. Okay, 85, yeah, minimum, and that you do maximum. So the reason I have the left stick at 85 is so that when I'm turning left, I don't have to push the stick all the way. In fact, you can actually go down to 80, 75. I wouldn't go much more than 75. Again, it's slight personal preference. So you can start getting that full movement turning without the stick being all the way. So you get that. It requires a little sensitive touch sometimes when you get into just wanting to turn a little bit, that you don't push it too far. Let's see, that's back up to, okay, let's get to, we did the inputs. Let's get over to aiming. I like inverted look. Now, my thought on inverted look, a lot of people don't like it, especially if you're using a mouse and keyboard. There's no reason to it, but the games I played with early on were flight simulators. And I think of the, where is it? Here we go. I think of the joystick as your head and neck, and if you want to look up, you tilt it back, kind of like a flight stick. You pull back to go up. So that's why, for me, I use look inversion, because that's what I'm used to. And that's the way I played. Let me see, is there, I favorited this. Let's see if there's any specialties. Gradual for sensitivity. Third person, I don't care. I don't play at third person. In fact, I don't like third person games. Of course, I have most of the pros and everybody have dynamic on. I find that works for me. Standard is not bad for me either, but I like the dynamic. let's go over to movement. I turned off the assist mantle. I don't want it to automatically mantle. I'll decide if I want to. Corner slice I happen to like. I have to like when I pull up to a corner I can just kind of peek it. This one's an interesting one that takes some getting used to. It just, once you get used to it, it makes diving a little easier. So you just tap it to do your slide, but if you're sprinting, holding your sprint, and you tap it, it will then dive. So it's like one step shorter once you get used to it for doing the dive. So it's a little easier. Yeah, I like this one though, and the sprint restore, and also when you slide that you maintain your sprint. I like that. I don't play Warzone. I'm not the biggest fan of battle royales, so I don't play with those that much. Let me see if there's any advanced settings that I'm using.